there you are, YouTube. Do subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. But if you did, I'd greatly appreciate it. Hey, I think we're going to do a random ranking today. We're going to go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to picking some movies. I said 3, right? So let's do this 1, and then let's see what this one is 2, and then maybe just one in this area. See what happens. Of course, we got to make sure I've seen them. Yes. Oh gosh, that's been a while. I haven't seen this copy. And then I feel like I review Cold Mountain a lot, so I'm gonna get rid of that one and replace it with this. Yes. All right, I haven't watched that one in a while either, but it'd be a fun one to talk about. Okay, so this first one here is a pickup that I had, what was it? I think, or I got it either for Christmas or my birthday. I'm gonna say birthday, from my wife and kids, and I was really excited to get it. It's an MVD, part of their Rewind collection, and that is Double Dragon. I really don't, I mean, how can you say you really like this movie? I don't know, there's something nostalgic about it. I remember renting it on VHS and watching it, and just the type of, things that were going on in the 90s. This was a type of movie that you would rent, watch, and enjoy. At least, I've never been too critical of movies, especially when I was a kid. Pretty much just liked them all. I don't even think, when did I first, watch a movie and not like it? Maybe Flubber. I remember seeing Flubber in the theater and being like, man, I don't like this. So yeah, I don't know. At this time, seeing this when there was just so much martial arts content being put out there for children, stuff like the Turtles, Surf Ninjas, Three Ninjas, other types of ninjas, stuff like that. When something like this comes out, you're gonna see it, and it sort of falls in line to what you're looking for. And video games, I was never a big video game person, but some of the grotesqueness that you would find in Super Mario Brothers is also found in this, and it has some I don't know, Tank Girl vibes, and maybe even a little, I don't know, it has this whole thing about it. And also, Who's the Boss is in it. Why is her name not coming to me right now? Oh, Robert Patrick's in it. T-1000. Hello. Love Robert Patrick. Bad guys there. Scott Wolf, who we all know from Party of Five, of course. And why can I not think of Alyssa Milano's name? Right there. And I think she's on the back here. Rocking that gold hair. Blonde hair. But I don't know. Actually, my most recent watching of this, I don't know, it was probably 5 years ago. It was free on YouTube, and I had some free time at work, so I just watched it on the old computer. Next we have Robin Hood Men in Tights. Now, this is one that was always on a movie channel when I was a kid. I think it was on Cinemax it was popping up, and that's how I watched it. But I watched it in bits and pieces, and sometimes I'd watch it in full. But it was one that if it was on, I would stop and watch it. And I always found it extremely funny. Also, Dave Chappelle is in this. Dave Chappelle, before we all knew who Dave Chappelle was, and he has a really pretty big, significant role in this. Or at least I was young at the time. I wasn't watching it being hey, there's Dave Chappelle, Kind of like when we see him in stuff which one of the Nutty Professor movies, and with his dreadlocks, and then he's in You've Got Mail. We're seeing him, but I am at an age to where I don't know who that is. He wasn't a household name yet, at least to me. But yeah, so much humor in this, and the sheriff of Nottingham just passed away recently, Richard Lewis. Or no, who was he playing? He was playing King Richard, right? Yeah. He was great. Love him. I don't know. I always thought this was really funny. Next, and the chastity belt stuff. Okay, next we have George Romero's Diary of the Dead. Now, I think out of all of his Dead films, we're talking, all the way from Night of the Living Dead to what's that last one called? Survival of the Dead. I would say this one's my least favorite one of them all. I just remember like looking really bad, and I guess you could say, the filming style, because it's like shaky cam. Gosh, I only watched it one time, so I don't even really. I just remember not enjoying the visuals, but I honestly can't really even, based on memory, speak on what they looked like, except for I think they did not look good, and I don't know. I just was not into this one. Like when watching all of the others, this one was my least favorite. And Survival of the Dead is, it's sillier. It has a silliness to it similar to Land of the Dead. Gosh, these titles are not coming to me. Similar to Land of the Dead, except for I think it's funnier, visually like slicker in a comedy style. It almost looks like it's filmed as a comedy. So I actually kind of like that one. But this one, I don't know. I think it's my least favorite of them all, of all the Dead films. And actually, it might also be my least favorite out of these films. So let's see where we at on this. Yeah, I am gonna have to go with Documenting the Dead. Diary of the Dead. I actually, before this movie even came out, me and a buddy from college, and some artists already made the movie, already made it. We made this film. Okay, but anyway, how are we gonna rank it? I think this is pretty easy. I'm gonna go ahead with Robin Hood Men in Tights, then Double Dragon, and then Diary of the Dead. So yeah, I think this was pretty easy for me to do. But my question to you is, have you seen these films, these three right here? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.